River Television, review status and policy procedures guidelines. Scott?
Good evening.
Amy.
A while back, Dan had sent an email, I assume I'm supposed to use the podium. Dan had sent an email asking for an interim update on Great River Television. I sent a fairly lengthy reply and asked him to forward that on to everyone, so hopefully everyone received that and I won't have to go back through all of that. The most recent update, Great River Television is on the air. The city council meetings have been on the air now. The church services are all back on the air. We are accepting videos and things from the public for the public access part of the television programming, and that is on the air. The Ripley Reporter is back on the air. We have a few other programs that we've already created. There was a concert at River Guards a week ago that's being broadcast. There was a Veterans Day ceremony over at the Legion that Chris Weiss went and videoed and is broadcasting. So those things are all up and running. Just a brief recap of what went on since we signed the contract with the city. We've done a fair amount of remodeling at the studio, rewiring everything, changing up some of the equipment, buying some new equipment. We had a person who was going to take over as station manager initially, who then changed his mind. A consultant who sort of came and went and didn't really do any good for us. So some of those things caused things to drag out a little bit. But we hired Chris a while back, and he's been very busy and active at Great River Arts, and has the station up and running for the public access and government television. I believe that he is planning to be at the county board meeting, not tomorrow, but the next one, and we expect those will be back on the air. A couple of things that we would probably want to look at would be, I believe in the past there's been, looking at you, Mr. Zucker, I believe that the mayor has had a television show. I don't know, we don't really have any specific parameters as to what we would want to do with that, but I think it would be good if the mayor or the mayor and different city council members would come and do shows so that they can discuss various topics with the public. Then the public would have the right to create their own shows and response and rebuttal and broadcast those. But we certainly hope that people will take an interest and come and videotape some, or use the word videotape because it's all digital these days, but come and create a regular show so that people can stay informed with government. I've spoken a bit with Deb over at the county about doing the same sort of thing. But essentially we have things rolling again and look at not only getting back to where things were, but really growing River Television so that we're creating some other programming. There's a cooking show that's going to start. Unfortunately, our cook broke his leg and is laid up for a while, but soon we will have a cooking show. I know that he was on the phone with Chris today. He's chomping at the bit to get started on the show, but he just can't get up and walk for another month or so. But anyway, are there questions, or have I covered it all for you?
Council, got any questions of Scott?
What time is the city council?
Chris?
He's 7:30 tomorrow, or Tuesday.
AM?
AM?
PM.
One thing that Chris and I were talking about before the meeting tonight, is whether you would want the work sessions to be televised as well. We can certainly do that. One of the questions that comes up is that you don't have microphones when you use this set of tables. So there are some options. One would be use the regular table back there, because everything up there is mic'd and this is mic'd. Otherwise, Chris has lapel mics that we could probably use, but each of you would need a lapel mic, and then visitors would have to come and stand up here. We can look at various options, so just let us know if you would like us to include the work sessions as part of the broadcast, because we can do that.
The policies and procedures are on the agenda for tonight as well, and there was a page missing. I don't know if you noticed that. There's a couple of pages that were missing. They're on the table. I'm sure we got that today.
Okay.
apologize for that.
Oh,
And if you're not comfortable adopting it because of that, you certainly can wait until the next meeting, but I'm sure you'd like to get policies and procedures. Since you're up and running, you'd like to have policies and procedures in place.
it would be good. And those, I think, were shared at the last cable board meeting. The cable board approved those. I wasn't able to be at that meeting. But those have all been approved by the cable board. And it would be good for the council to vote on those as soon as possible.
Thank you, Steph.
Thank you.